Saint-Louis right now.
Yeah, we're live at the Répit Saint-Louis. This is what you're seeing on camera right now. And we have Shokushu.
Oh, I'm not on camera anymore.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay.
It's just
sorry.
not the...
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
just not on the right seat.
Pulled the fast on you. The projector on OBS was not on the right screen. And that's the joys of live broadcasting, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not that fast. I mean, as a matter of fact, you may have noticed that where the event logo usually is a Slowpoke, our Lord and Savior. So
it's cool because you have a preview of the actual big screen.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so I'm ready.
All right. And just the timer check, perfect.
Yeah, just give me then 1 sec. I'm gonna introduce my couch. So I'm with Bencho Sly and Savage Sasquatch, right?
Yep.
On the other side. Not quite.
Nope.
Here we go.
All right.
So we will be doing this run. It's gonna be commended in English to accommodate the biggest number of people possible. So I hope you enjoyed this beautiful game that is called Child of Light. I'm gonna be ready, and is the timer ready?
Well, I'm ready. On your mark.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait. Okay, now you can go.
Go.
Child of Light,
First run hype.
Child of Light, very beautiful game. I mean, I saw you play it the other day, and I was like, oh my god, I must play that game. Very beautiful graphics, very beautiful music as well.
It's an amazing game made by Ubisoft from Montreal.
Ubisoft Montreal. It's made entirely in Montreal by a small development team. It's not like a AAA game, but the art direction is very much something I love about this game. Music is entirely composed by Cœur de Pirate, who is also a Montreal artist.
A very popular one here in
Depends
Quebec.
on who you're asking.
Well,
Yeah.
well, we cannot skip the cutscene, so maybe just explain the story a little bit.
Give me a sec.
Oh, well,
All right, so
Shokushu
while he's
is
gone,
leaving the house.
I'm gonna try to explain the story a little bit. So this is the story of Aurora, which is in a kingdom with his father, and her mother has died, and now she's being sick, and she awakes in a kind of dream realm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, the game starts and the main character dies.
simple as that. Game over.
Yeah, her mother died, and her father remarried to a stepmother, which she doesn't like, but that's another story.
How typical.
And yeah, she falls sick, and then she dies while sleeping. But after she dies, she wakes up. She wakes up in a strange dream.
Well, if anyone wanted to cheer tonight, well, it's a good game for it.
So this game is a platformer RPG.
Yeah, a good mix of. Well, we have the fights that are RPG style with the turn by turn.
The character can level up. They have a skill tree,
Exactly.
equipment, sort of.
But as you can see right now, we are more on a platform, like pushing stuff, jumping. Soon we will be flying as well. Well, in fact, we won't jump anymore. A little bit later, we'll just fly.
So he's jumping because, as you can see, it's quite faster to jump, and he has to jump just at the right moment, just before touching the ground, so he doesn't lose momentum from each jump. So you can see right now he just missed one, and it's very slow. Quite slower than walking, actually.
Get out the slowpoke already. No, wake up, wake up.
So we're gonna be introduced to the first character of the game. It's not really a playable character, but it's your companion that will follow you throughout the game. It's called Igniculus, And it's basically your mouse cursor. So whenever you're gonna move your mouse, this little character is gonna move, and you can use him to shine light. And this light is used for many purposes in the game, notably solving light puzzles on the platforming part of the game, and also during combat, you can shine light over enemies to blind them and then slow them.
It's one of the most used strategy in some fights, and it's really useful to stop you from taking damage,
Yeah.
and also to interrupt the enemies, which is mechanics we're gonna explain right at the first combat, if
Yeah.
I'm right.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna see that in the first combat. Probably, well, hopefully the first combat. If not, the second one will have one for sure.
It's a bit like Super Mario Galaxy. I don't remember which one.
So here we had the first
First light puzzle. Had to shine light through these lampposts to.
it's a real
like the-
flawless execution.
Thanks. All right, so we're gonna be a little Arthurian and pull out the sword of the rock.
It's copied from Zelda, pulling a sword and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you have your 3 pendants? Da 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 da. Oops.
And we have the first.
Good thing you got that sword, right?
Yeah.
What a coincidence!
All right, so I got lucky. So this is the first interrupt. So as you can see, both my character and the enemy are on a timeline, which is cut at the like 3/4. When you reach the 3/4 of the timeline, you choose what action you're gonna do during the round, and then when you actually reach the end, you do the action.
If in the meantime, if an enemy is in the red bar and he gets attacked, he gets interrupted.
Yeah, basically
So-
when you're in the cast bar, so the last quarter of the bar, if you get hit, your attack gets cancelled, so it's interrupted. It works for enemies too, and we're gonna abuse that to
The best of our power. Well,
Yeah.
Shoku's gonna abuse that to do the best of his power.
most fight requires to do that, and that's why slowing enemies is so useful, because I can manipulate when they're gonna be in the in that time little timeline where I can interrupt them.
You're talking about in fights, but we won't have many random fights like these one.
No, this
Those
is the
are-
last fight we are doing in the entire run. Well, one normal fight. The next fights are all gonna be boss fights. I'm gonna skip every normal fight, and I'm just gonna level up with bosses. So that's why this run is quite difficult, because I'm
He's gonna
very
be
underleveled.
Yeah, exactly. So by the end of the game, and just at the beginning, from the second boss, I guess, he's already behind the power curve of the game. So every fight has to be to respect the enemies, because they do a lot of damage and can kill you in 3 shot at best, or worse, depending on how you see it.
At best or at worst. So as you can see, I can shine lights through the enemies on the overworld, and it blinds them. So I can dodge the fights in this matter.
So that's gonna be one of the main mechanic used with the Ingenious. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Out of combats to save some times, because we don't need that XP.
Well, yeah, we must not underestimate what this little character is doing, because it will help you out of the fight, but in the fight as well. As you explained it earlier, it will blind the enemies while in the fight as well.
Yeah, and it slows them.
And it's a real simple mechanic to understand, but we have to mention that there's some pretty complex strategy, because some fights you have to slow the boss just enough or not at all because you don't want to interrupt them, or else they'll counter.
Yeah, you could think like, oh, you can just interrupt the bus every time and it's good. But most of the bus, when you interrupt the bus, it counterattacks. So most of the time you don't want to do that.
What a counterattack is an attack that skips the ATP bar to act immediately, and some can have a pretty drastic effect like healing all enemies in a fight. Others are not that important and can actually be.
So I'm gonna try one more time. No, one more time.
A real time.
That's the first real skip of the game.
Yeah. Too bad.
can
It saves like about 10 seconds, so I don't really care doing it.
And you
but-
already waste them.
So yeah, you can miss it 1 or 2 times and still save time, but sadly you missed it 4 times. So,
Yeah. It's probably the most difficult mechanical trick in the game, I think, because most of the tricks ish in the game are more like strategy and thinking on the spot, like adapting to situations. This is just a mechanical trick that I failed. So basically, I could skip like this little part by jumping on the box and activating the lever. Whatever.
So we said mechanical skills, but there's not a lot of mechanical skills in this game, but there's a lot of reaction. That's what makes the game really hard, because enemies have RNG attacks, and you play the game at the fastest
Yeah, fastest battle speed.
which is really, really fast.
Mm-hmm.
I played this game and I think I bumped it down. It's 3 by default. I bump it down because it was too fast and there's so much thing to react to. You have like 2 to 3 seconds to know what to do in each fights.
Yeah, I'm playing at 5.
He's playing at 5. So you'll see. Incoming is the first boss fight. The 2 statues, gargoyles, I don't know what's their name.
Yeah, the statues. So even the first boss fight, I can get killed if I'm not careful. So the strategy is pretty simple. I have to cast 3 starlights on the one on the back.
Reason is because it has less HP, or is just
It's the spells they cast. The one on the back casts a spell that increase the speed at which they goes. So right now I'm collecting mana from these things. Hopefully I can. Okay, he's gathering strength. I got lucky. I could have got interrupted there, but I got lucky.
So you can see on the ATP bar, well, it's already dead, but you can see which enemy is getting interrupted by having by Iniculus, because it has a small blue icon on his ATP bar progression.
Yeah, I'm gonna defend right now because I don't think I'm gonna act before.
Aurora, we gotta say each casting time is different for each action, so that's one part of why he has to react to what the enemies are doing and know exactly what is his casting time versus them, so we can mitigate some of the damage.
Alright, got it. Alright, so this was a pretty good fight. I got hit once. Well, twice actually, but I got interrupted once, so it's not too bad. Coming up, I have 2 cutscene skips. I'll have to close the game for that, so don't freak out. The first one is coming up right now when I hear the.
Once the sun shone upon
All right, so I'm gonna start it up again.
do we have time for a donation? I think that would be a good time.
Yeah,
Just going on
of course. Of course.
So I'm gonna go from the start. So I was on the Radio Talbot. Check out the stream, twitch.tv/Radio Talbot if you want to learn some French and also see some pretty cool tech stuff. Mark, who's one of his viewers, donated $100. Then we have Denis, the man himself, donated 20. Prague61 donated 50. Then we have Edouard, who donated $20. Sarha donated $20, and they say, Je souhaite que vous atteignez votre objectif, which means I hope you reach your objective. And then Coolmanskate proceeded and donated $100 and says, Bon no reset tout le monde, which means have a good no reset, everybody. So thank you, everyone, and we'll be back. I'll be back. I have to step out to work on some behind-the-scenes magic, but I'll be back. In the meantime, I'll leave you in the nice care of Shokushu, Petrol Sly, and Savage Sasquatch.
Thanks for all the donations.
Yeah, we're off to a great start. Keep them coming.
All right, so both cutscenes get skipped. So basically, I don't think I'm gonna talk too much about the story because it's a really cool game, and I hope people are gonna want to play this game after seeing it.
Anyway, this is Speedrun, right? Who cares about the story?
Well, I'm sure it has a very good story. I mean,
It actually has a really cool and kind of sad story. It's worth the watch, but you won't get to see any of it, mostly because we skip all the text and most of the side quests too, which is where you'll get most of the lore about this game.
well, if you want to help build a community about this game, you have to say the story is great. Right now we can't see it, but eventually people, if they buy the game, they will be able to watch it.
Yeah.
By the way, we have even more donations. Right before I leave, I just realized. Is that a good time?
Yeah, sure.
So Ayaka Kami donated $5 and they say un gros coucou de l'Est du Québec, which says holla from Eastern Quebec. Then we have Tweet 1987 donated $50 and says first run. Hi. There's an echo from the other end of the Répit right now. That's pretty great. Then Sinet donated $50 and they say je m'en allais dans la something expletive deleted. I really don't know. Sauf que j'ai vu qu'on allait baptiser le Totodile Moumouni. Je peux pas laisser faire ça, c'est pas légal. So basically, he says, I was gonna something that was censored for some reason, but I realized that we're gonna name Totodile Moumouni, and I...
That's a good thing. That should be illegal.
Oh!
If anything.
Douche!
Oh.
So Tiltify is you know, it's an English system, right? But in French, you know, douche, which wouldn't be considered a nice word in English, calling someone a douche, douche means shower.
A shower,
in French.
yes.
Like douche. It's pronunciated in a little bit of a different way. So that was actually censored out. That's actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Twitch has some weird interaction with auto censor. And,
Don't
No, but that's not
things.
Twitch. That's Tiltify. That's a completely separate system. It's our
Don't say
donation
bad
system.
things like showers. That's a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly. What, like we have such a reputation that gamers still don't wash? Like I don't know, what's that? They even censor showers. It's not in our culture. I don't know. That's not true. We take showers. I don't know when, but we do.
Yeah, once in a while.
All right, so I just did a bit of menuing. We're gonna face the second boss right now. I just took some Stardusts, which are basically like, you know, in Pokemon, you can give like candies to your Pokemon to increase their stats permanently. Well, that's the same thing.
it would be compared to we got a little bit of slowpoke action on the camera right now.
Yeah.
So while we were receiving donation, Rubel joined the party. She's the fastest character of the game, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, she's the fastest to like in her attacks. We're not gonna use her much, unfortunately.
She's useful in the beginning because we only have these two characters, but Finn and Robert are going to be our main carry for the remainder of the run. So,
yeah, at this point it's better to have two than one, whoever it is. So
exactly, and Aurora at this point is really weak because we didn't do any fights except the 3 first before the first boss. So she already died to the boss.
I'm gonna interrupt the bus right now. I didn't do it. Not too bad. I'm gonna be alright, but yeah.
So yeah, fortunately, this fight's not that hard even if Aurora dies. But if she dies before the second wolf dies, the fight can get pretty hard. But with good ATP management and the resets of the boss, Rubel is so fast she can interrupt him almost every
Yeah,
time.
it should be fine.
Well, will she get XP as well, even if she's dead right now, or?
Yeah, all the characters gain XP
Okay.
when you finish fight.
So it's not like Pokemon to
No, it's
You
not.
have to switch every day.
Yeah.
It's not always like Pokemon.
so even if your Pokemon aren't in the combat, they receive all the XPs. So
Mhm.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
that-
good for us because else we'd have to do a lot of farming, and this game would be really longer.
And you were talking earlier about, well, you can just blind all the time because they're counter attack and everything, but you still have a gauge behind the HP for your
Yeah, this one.
light body. Yeah.
Exactly. So he has to. You probably have seen it collect some flowers and
Firefly's power. Yeah.
firefly flower, whatever they
fireflies.
are, to regen that.
That energy mana bar. That mana.
Yeah, we can say mana bar
Yeah.
for Iniculus. There's already 2 to 3 flowers each fight, and if I'm not mistaken, they regen after a
Yep.
certain amount of time.
Yeah, the flowers also give you a little bit of HP and mana, but only on the first time you get them.
So right now we're in a platforming section, and he has to not get hit by those spikes, or else he has to use potions
Yeah.
that we want to save for bosses and not for out of bosses interaction. So
Oh, I'm gonna do the probably the most important skip of the game. I'm skipping the Finn side quest. I'm gonna do it and then explain it. Because if I fail it, I probably have to do a 15-minute quest, so I don't want to do it.
So Finn is the caster of the game. He's a real glass cannon. He's gonna be our damage dealer for most of the magic weak bosses or lightning weak bosses. But his side quest is really long, and we don't want to do it at all. So right now, I'm gonna let Shoku explain how this works because he's probably better than me.
Well, maybe while we do it, we can explain why we have to do a side quest. Because if you want to keep the character, you have to do these
Exactly.
side quests related to each character.
Exactly. So those side quests will pop out at different moments depending on the character. Finn's quest pop up exactly when you meet it, but for Robert and some other character that we'll meet later, well, their side quest happens later in the game. We do Robert's one, and I believe it's the only one we do in this run, right?
No, we were doing the Oingus too.
Well, we just did the Finn one, kinda.
No, we skipped it. Okay,
So-
so what happened is the Finn wants you to. I get it. Yeah. Okay. So Finn wants you to save his village by going into that well, and there's something happening in that well, and you have to get rid of it. So basically, you have to fight a three-headed dragon, and I didn't feel like doing it. So you have to do some sort of glitch that lets you teleport to another place and skip the side quest entirely. And the game still thinks that you didn't do it, but Finn is in your party and hasn't left. So we're gonna use him. Too bad.
He's a very good buddy. That stay with you until the end.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage. For most, like the next fight is mostly him doing the damage. So yeah, like they said, every character you meet in the game has a side story, side quest to do, and it's up to you if you want to do it or not. Most of the characters will leave your party until you completed the quest, except for Rubella at the start, which she says in your party. She wants you to find her brother, which we won't do because we don't need her brother in the party.
So I don't know how many character there is in this game, but I know there's two playable character we entirely skip because they're not useful to our strategy. Shoku just talked about Tristis, which is Rubella's brother, and the other one is Jen or Jen Fova. I can never remember her name.
It's a crocodile woman.
So I thought she was an orc. Whatever.
I don't know. I just said whatever. All right, so this is this is the best character so far, Nora. She's very good because she's a spellcaster and she can cast the equivalent of haste and slow. So we're gonna use that a lot. It's very useful in all the fights.
So for most fights, the main strategy is going to revolve around having a support character, which can be Nora or Aurora, depending on what you want to do, and a damage dealing character, which at first gonna be Finn for magical damage, and Robert for the physical damage, which we're gonna switch with Oingus right at the end of the game. So just a bit of platforming right here. You can actually do this one fast, but it's safer to take the long route and not lose that much time.
When you take damage, like it sticks to like stays in the combat. All right, I'm gonna do this. Wrong side.
So we're on our way to meet Robert, and right after that we're gonna have some I don't believe they're boss fights, but a series of fights leading to a boss.
Yeah, there's 3 minibus. I'm gonna take some safety chests because I skipped a lot at the beginning. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I can just flee.
So fortunately for us, we can flee from these combats.
Yeah, I don't want to fight them. This is the one I want.
And right now he's collecting some chests with oculi. I don't know if those drops are random, but they are items you can use to enhance your character's attack, defense, and ATP bar progression. So we need Onyx one and Sapphire one.
They're gonna be much more useful in, later in the run.
So
chest, I'm gonna take it because it's free.
A lot of chests in this run are free. You just pass them by, and using Iniculi, I don't know the name. You can just pass them by and collect the chest.
Did you notice I called it the little light body because I never remember his name?
The blue thing on your screen.
Salutations. So this is Robert, the mouse.
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. And he's an archer. It's gonna be very useful.
Very talented archer at that, because he can actually hit all the enemies in the fight with a single attack.
Yeah, it's his normal attack is attacking all the enemies with arrows, which is pretty cool.
And we got another donation.
Oh yeah, let's go.
We got $20 from moi Sophia. Salut Sophia.
Salut moi.
Beaucoup. NoReset Martin, let's go. Bonne chance à tous les runners.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you.
Alright, so a little bit of cutscene with
Magna,
which is a herd giant something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't die just well these days. I mean, I think he has some.
He has
His problem with his heart.
Yeah.
He has some weird condition with his heart.
It's like, oh, I can't move. My heart, it's too weak.
I mean, look at all the lava inside his body. I mean, it can't be normal. I hope he sees the dog.
It's
And
a rock giant.
Strangely, that's not even why he has a problem with his
Oh, no.
heart.
Oh,
It's his normal condition. So right here, we have some chest grabbing, and we have to move dodging those fireballs and these, which are set on patterns, and dodge a lava on the sides too.
So this is his heart,
yeah, he doesn't clean up quite often.
but who does?
Yeah. That's not what my last poutine said to my heart.
I'm gonna go in the other side.
So we're on our way to the 3 mini bosses we were talking just before.
I wanna
we have
get that.
to skip these enemies and go directly to the mini boss fights. They are Spider Bros, and they can be really hard.
So I'm gonna do some leveling here for Robert.
Yeah, you have to say that the heart is the center of this level. You have to clean it up, but you have to go on each side of the level to beat the mini boss over there to be able to end this place.
So can you explain a little bit while you're doing this, the tech trees of the character you're leveling up?
Yeah. So wait a second. I need to remember what I have to do here.
This is a lol all on Nora, and I don't know what comes next. Because you don't get a surprise attack on this first one.
Yeah.
You want to lull them all, and you didn't get an interrupt.
I'm gonna have to defend.
Yeah.
So normally what you want to do is get 1 or 2 interrupts on the spiders.
I got about ATB RNG, but this is fine. Oh, slow down.
Oh.
That's bad. But it's fine because I'm casting Quicken now on Robert to mitigate that slow. And now you can notice that I have all the spiders at the same time. So hopefully I'm gonna have them interrupted all at the same time if it happens.
You got a critical hit on the first one and on the second one, so that's really good RNG on his part, and because of that, the fight should take 1 less turn if he doesn't get interrupted. So
And we have 1 down.
the other one should go down to the next attack.
Yeah, both of them actually. Oh no!
Oh, no.
All right. well.
Maybe 1 or 2 HP just for
Whatever.
the, yeah.
All right, so the every character has a different skill tree, which they have 3 branches. You can go for either, well, you can put points wherever you want. But for all the characters except Nora, we're gonna concentrate on only 1 tree to unlock the better spells or skills.
So how the tick tree works is that most of the attacks first get a single target move, and then later in the tree you get that same move, but with the text all, which applies to all enemies at once or all friends at once, and we want to use that as much as possible because it just saves sometimes and some mana, which we don't have a lot because we're on the level. So right now he's trying to get
I got it.
surprise attack
Yeah.
by going right
So-
behind
Just a
the
little bit
spiders.
behind, yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna cast Unstoppable because
You already started this fight with Unstoppable because of the ATP gauge
Yeah.
in this fight.
this one all right, I'm just gonna quicken him. Oh, I got it. All right.
Most of the strategies...
Because the second turn, all the spiders are gonna attack first, so I don't want to get Unstoppable. Makes it so that I don't get interrupted if I get hit in the cast bar.
Most of the strategy for the first and second turn in each of these fights are optimized, but after that the runner just have to adapt to what the enemies are doing.
I'm gonna get interrupted with her. It's fine.
So far, we got 2 critical hits, one on the lower one and the back one.
Oh, gonna enter 2. Alright, cool.
So right now he has to choose which spire he wants to interrupt depending on where it's situated on the bar, so he can get either another interrupt or just kill an enemy before.
And we got 1 down, 2 left. I believe in the next shot of Roberts we should be done.
Getting pretty low.
Well, we got 2 critical hits on these one, I believe.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
And a critical hit to
That's
end.
very close.
So that was a very close
Yeah.
fight, but thanks to that critical and earlier critical in the fight, Shoku managed to get us out. What we have to say is if your 2 characters in a fight die, it's game over and you have to reset.
Yeah, if one character dies, it's fine. You can swap it out. Or since I'm so under-leveled, every fight is gonna make me level up, and when you level up, it revives the character and full heals. So it's alright.
Because it's a well-known fact in RPG, when the characters in battle die, the others one are clueless.
Yeah. Alright, so this is the side quest for Robert, and you're gonna see that it's a pretty easy one, and it doesn't take a lot of time, so that's why we do it. And Robert's a pretty good character, so we want to keep it around.
Can you explain to us what's going on between Roberts and Nora? She seemed pretty upset in that cutscene.
Well, Nora is just afraid of mice, I think, and she doesn't like mice. And she's like, "Why do we have a mouse in our party?" And she believes that Robert is very selfish, and he does that for his own well-being, which is the case, by the way.
But sadly for Nora, we don't care about her feelings.
Yeah,
You'll understand later.
We care a little bit for now, but
In other words, it's an RPG. No one's care about whoever, and everyone fights, and we want. Yeah.
And we got another donation.
Oh.
alright, go
We got
ahead.
$10 from Anma saying, "Bonne chance dans votre marathon, quelle belle initiative." And I'd also like to thank everyone hosting and rating the stream. Keep it up.
Thank you very much, everyone, and thank you for the donation.
Alright, so a good thing for us is that this side quest is gonna let us have access to 4 chests, which we don't necessarily need,
But they're nice to have.
they're nice to have.
I just want to mention that right now, Robert left the party like Shoku mentioned. Until he hasn't complete the side quest, Robert will be gone. So we will do that side quest because we want Robert back. He's such a cute Lemmywings.
I think he's already back.
Is he?
I think he left before we entered the door, and when we entered
Yeah,
room
he's
with
back.
the chest.
He's already back.
Oh, he's already back. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that's the 3rd mini boss. Once again, we're going to a surprise track. And each of these mini boss are pretty much the same. You don't want to get interrupted, and you don't want to get
They got
the slowed attack on Roberts.
Yeah.
If you get it on
Oh,
Nora,
but-
it's not that bad. But since Robert's doing the most of the damage,
It's still a tough one to manage. I mean, if the 3 spiders decide to attack the same character, especially Robert, it could lead to
yeah, they
to a
can
mess.
they can go down really quick. But since we don't really need Nora to do damage, I believe she can heal right
Yeah,
now.
triple.
Oh,
Here.
critical hit.
Yeah.
There we
that.
go.
So that was a really clean fight.
Way easier than the previous one. Like we said, it can go very easy, like it can go down
Exactly.
very quickly. The previous one, we almost died, but we kept it up, and right now it was like
this
very
one,
easy.
this one lasted like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So coming up is the Spire boss, who's attacking Magna's heart.
Spider Bus. Spider Bus does whatever a Spider Bus does.
And it was web. I don't know.
A-
Whatever, he's a spider boss.
And we mean a bus like a bus, not like the vehicle. I mean, yeah.
That
I
would
will
be
turn out
great.
my mic for now.
Turn off the camera
turn-
while I
yeah.
give 1-2 slaps to Ben.
No violence here, please.
Alright, so I'm gonna craft a rough onyx, which gives more magical damage. I'm gonna give it to Finn because he's a spellcaster. And the oculi we get are random, but the ones required to do the onyx we're always gonna get at this point because each of the minibus all drop one of them. So this is guaranteed.
Also, all the chests we get up to this point in the Roberts cutscene was side quest. Gives oculi so we can get some in those too. Right now we have our first bus we don't want to interrupt. So he's gonna try to slow it just enough so he doesn't reach the cast bar. Because this boss counters your attack. I can't remember how.
It gives a haste buff to all his little spiders. So Flay can.
So we want to blind him to slow him down, but once we attack, we want to remove the light to make sure
Exactly.
that it. Okay.
Okay, I got really unlucky here. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, the balance went
redemption,
back.
redemption.
So we just, for all of these boss fights, we just want to kill the ads, the 2 ads, before attacking or focusing on the boss. The reason is mostly, I believe, because it makes the ATP management easier.
I'm gonna interrupt the bus right now because we're just gonna give frenzy to these little spiders. They're almost dead, so I don't really care. I'm gonna slow him after this round. So they're gonna have a turn either way. Hopefully not 2. Ooh,
Ooh.
no effect. Yeah, that's why I do status protection.
That's a good reason.
That's the whole reason why I did status protection. So, all right,
And right now you should
We
be
good?
able to
all right.
take control back of the fight.
So I'm gonna bring out Nora to slow the bus down.
One of the mechanics you can see, I believe, is slowed character moves slower and
Yeah, their animation. Yeah.
the same for their HP bars, which you can't see. I don't know for bosses, but I know that some enemies will show when they're badly damaged, and they'll have an animation slightly different from when they're healthy.
I'm gonna make him attack first because I don't want to interrupt. All right. I took a gamble because he could have attacked Finn and interrupt the spell.
And as you can see, Finn just does a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's gonna be our main damage dealer for this fight, so I'm gonna do elevate damage on him. And Aura's basically just here to buff him and give him mana potions.
Which is what she'll be doing for most of this run. And as you can see, the elevate damage really amps up. So hopefully the boss will die in 2 to 3 more turns.
I'm just gonna defend with her. Anti-venom. Alright, so he removed his slow condition. So I'm just gonna throw a lull potion on him. And it's gonna be slowed again.
Lol.
Fortunately,
Oh.
I interrupted him.
Yeah.
He's gonna attack. Alright.
So having Finn paralyzed is really the worst that can happen in this fight. Paralyzed lasts for, I believe, 2 ATP bars worth of
Yeah, it's pretty bad. At this point, I don't mind interrupting him because he's already quickened. Doesn't stack, so whatever. He's gonna throw a Starlight just Starlight on him.
Well, he's on speed, but I mean, you interrupted anyway, so.
Yeah.
There we go.
Critical hit to finish the boss. All right, cool.
Critical hit when you have maybe 2-3 HP left.
Yeah.
Well,
That's always like that in the RPG. No, maybe that, but yeah.
There's a skip here. Maybe I can get it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. It's a small skip, but it skips the cutscene. You have like 4 frames to open the menu and teleport.
once again, as we said earlier, the reason we're skipping these cutscenes is not because we don't care about the story. It's because we want you to enjoy it on your own. So
Yeah, and
we don't want to spoil it to you.
Here we go. You know how marketing works now. That's exactly how it works.
So
You want to know why the mouse is sad? Buy the game. Purchase the game and play it.
I'm gonna play a sad song
Pretty
for Robert.
cheap game also. I believe it's going for less than $30. So if you want to enjoy it by yourself, I strongly recommend. And if you play it, I don't recommend you play it at combat speed 5.
Yeah, no. Take it easy. Play it slower.
Shoku is a professional. Don't try this at home, kids.
Exactly.
All right, so now that we've gotten Magnus Hard rid of spiders, he's gonna help us to reach the temple in the skies.
Well, can't he come with us and squash everyone? That will be way easier.
But he can't jump.
Oh.
Well, when you're that big, I can understand he has some trouble jumping. Maybe or I could give him his
Fairy wings, yeah.
yeah.
That's gonna work. It's gonna
I mean,
stretch and bring us.
He
to the
can
boss.
walk, so why can't he just go over there and be the best guy?
Well, if you want to destroy everything, see the size of this guy.
Well,
He nuked the thing, but we wouldn't have anything to.
you destroy everything, but you save everything that you didn't destroy. I don't.
We're not going to go that way. Magna is a peaceful being. I'm sure he doesn't want to get
Yeah.
involved in our fight, sadly.
Those nice guys.
All right, so coming up we have the Griffin fight, which is probably the most difficult fight. Well, it's not the most difficult fight, but it's probably the most complicated one, if it makes sense.
You'll see why, but one of the reason is because of his countering strategy. So once again, this is a boss you don't want to interrupt. And remind me, what does he do when you interrupt him? Because I'm familiar with the game, but not that much.
He slows you down.
So yeah, slowing and slowing, buffing are pretty much the worst that can happen for your party because you take more damage. And
There's something really cool about Child of Light. So if you forget to do something before the boss, you can just flee and do it again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah, it sets you back to
I forget
the
to
others, to the last save point, but those are.
It's not much, but I'm just gonna do it. It's gonna be easier. So I'm just gonna equip the Rough Onyx to Aurora. That's it.
Just for people who doesn't know the game, so those who don't know the game, how many chapters is there? Because I saw we're at chapter 7 right now.
Are we? I don't know. There's gonna be like 18. I don't know.
18,
This is
okay.
probably like after this fight. We're probably like halfway.
Yeah, and we some of the chapters are related to side quest, and we skip some of those. So
That
They-
fast chapters.
So it doesn't really matter. We're gonna get to the end of the game.
Well, that's the goal of the thing. We have to go to the end of the game.
So
Oh,
So yeah, this is.
oh, let's slow down.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. Because I only got these two characters to Urbilla to enter at first, and then Nora to slow them all, and then I'm just gonna switch characters.
So these banshees can be quite annoying enemies, and fortunately for us, I believe they're weak to lightning,
They're weak to light.
to light. So
Well, the same word without a ning. But it's not the same thing.
so that's why Aurora is
Oh, critical.
valuable here.
Alright, so I kinda messed up, but I think I can still make it work. I might get interrupted here though, because I'm supposed to do unstoppable. But if they're both gathering string, it's super good. Or if they not like Aurora. Oh, alright, too bad. Alright. I'm gonna catch up anyways. I'm just losing a turn. Or not. Alright.
Oh, okay.
So at this point, Aura just died to a crit.
Yeah, so at this point I'm just gonna restart
Exactly,
the fight.
that's what I was gonna say.
You saw
Sometimes,
nothing. Nothing happened. Go back.
No, I just got RNG, that's fine.
just fleeing from the combat and coming back to it is sometimes the easiest way to manage.
Do not
You
screw
lose-
your baby.
Well, you lose time, but the thing is, as we saw when Shoku was practicing the run earlier this week, if you game over, when you restart the game and the fight, your characters won't get healed, so it's not worth to
Yeah.
game over. You can just flee, and
Oh, she doesn't have any more mana.
Oh, we forgot
Okay,
that. Part.
I can still get mana here. It's fine. Still don't have any. That's bad. All right.
I was about to say, do we have to flee again?
It should be okay. It's a bad start, but it's not too bad.
And as you saw, I believe some at this point in the game, some ad enemies can counter some attacks. So the Banshee countered something, which I don't know why. But that's another thing you have to be aware of, and I'm sure Shoku knows, even if I don't.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, we're gonna let him focus for now.
I'm gonna use a Fairy Nectar. I'm gonna do something else different, because I used a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have been. Oh boy. Alright.
Oh,
So yeah, as he was saying, this fight's really hard and can go both ways. Right now, he's having trouble to manage, but if he can get rid of the ads, he'll get better.
oh. Okay.
Keep attacking the same.
Yeah, he doesn't split the damage, so it's make it harder.
Just gonna heal myself. Oof, this is good because oh no, what? Get into it? All right, it's okay. I'm gonna cast Quicken anyways next turn. If I can. I'm probably gonna get attacked. Okay, if I slow this one, I probably can do it before. I'm fine. All good in the hood.
Yeah, so far you manage it well. RNG is not being quite nice to you right now, but
Something I'm sure he's used to, so
We're gonna be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to Finn here. I'm gonna do some improv.
It's all in the strategy.
which is what we said earlier. So the first 2 rounds of the combats are optimized, but after that, it's up to you to make the best of it.
Really have to heal myself right here, but I'm just gonna do the last. Oh, alas, I get some slow juice. I might die here, or I might be fine. Who knows?
So far, so good. Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
And we can see by the stances of the Banshee that they're near death, so maybe one last attack.
Yeah, they're not neat enough.
Am I greedy? Yeah, I'm greedy. Let's go.
Well, greatest strat, ladies and gentlemen, only at NoReset.
Spicy!
Oh, critical hit, one is dead, so...
Yeah, I think I got it. So, I got rid of the Banshees.
There we go.
And from here on,
No, I get rid of the bus. It's
there's
not
still a boss.
It's not over. It's not over. Alright, so I'm gonna get Robert here. I'm gonna try and slow the bus down. Because, yeah, this is the bad RNG, so he's gonna revive one of these. I can bring it down, but...
That's pretty much the worst thing that can happen in this fight.
Yeah. When I saw you play that game, it didn't happen, I believe.
It's not one attack the Griffin does very often, but when he does, it's very annoying.
It is. Alright, so they killed Aurora. That's sad. I'm still gonna keep on going to see if I can just like interrupt them.
That paralyze on the boss is
Yeah,
really
it's
valuable
pretty good.
right now.
So no, I attacked the wrong one. That's my bad. Alright, so I broke. No, I didn't break the paralyze. That's good. I'm just gonna defend right here. Alright.
So Finn is starting to...
Yeah,
He's took some damage.
he's a glass cannon. He's not supposed to get hit,
They seem to focus on the weakest ones today.
which is a great strat if you want my opinion. But
Well, for them is a great strat.
but we'd really like them not to do that.
Yeah, we like them rather dumb. Okay, so far so good. And
Let me see if I can slow down the Banshee. Alright, so hopefully I can get her down here.
Alright, so I saw what the Banshee was countering. It's physical attacks. So as
Alright.
I was saying, there are some enemies that can counter your attacks, and you have to be aware of that. You don't want to do a physical attack on the Banshees.
I mean, it's somewhat fine, just
oh, thing has started to look ugly right now.
okay, so hopefully I don't miss target at the third time. Alright. About time. Alright, so I'm gonna do a switch to Nora right now. I'm gonna spend his turn to hopefully petrify him. If not, it's alright.
Robert is close to death.
Yeah, we're gonna crit. That's good.
Oh, he's paralyzed right now. Good.
Well,
There we
got
go.
Alright, so
That was a tough one.
this took a little bit more time than expected, but we got him, so glad.
Yeah, the RNG wasn't quite on your side on that one.
Yeah.
Well, you did a few mistakes as well, but RNG wasn't quite
At
favorable.
At the speed the combats are going, it's really hard not to make mistakes.
Yeah.
When RNG screws you up, so we can't really blame Shoku for that one.
Yeah, there's a strategy for that boss that makes it very streamlined, and the ATB always lines up. But I got screwed by RNG on turn 2, and the rest of the fight I just improvised it. So it's pretty good that I didn't die actually.
Casual style.
But I took a lot of potions in this fight, so I'll probably have to farm a little bit of more potions in the next part of the run.
Which is fine because we have lots of chests we could skip that we won't because of that. Farming chests is not like farming in most RPGs. You don't lose that much time doing fights to enemies. You just lose 1 or 2 seconds collecting chests you otherwise wouldn't get.
I do believe we have some donation. That would be a good time.
Actually, we do. We got $35 from Master Friends.
Who's that guy?
I guess that's me.
Oh.
I'm saying Mumuni Totodal MVP because, guys, we have a bid war coming up next for the next game. And currently, Mumuni is tied with Alligator at $60. So keep the donations coming. We want a winner for the next run.
Where's Didi? We'll prevent that kind of thing.
Wait, what am I
Yeah, where
doing?
is he when we need it?
Yeah. The music's
There
so
we go.
beautiful. I was quiet for a moment just so we could enjoy the music.
I got lost a little bit here.
Yeah, we don't get to enjoy the music that much because we just passed right through most of the game, but boss fight music's really great, and just the ambience is overall.
Well, the soundtrack is a must for this game, I mean.
And just preparing to couch this this game, I listened to the soundtrack on Spotify for about 3 hours non-stop. So yeah, it's pretty great.
Hey, I didn't know that game. I just wanted to couch it so I could have the music in my ears.
So it turns out Nora's evil.
Oh no,
Yeah.
she's evil.
Yeah, she's called Nox.
Oh,
That's why we didn't like her.
what a twist. Oh my god.
Yeah, so Nora tells you, "Oh, go through this magic mirror. You're gonna go back to reality," and then the magic mirrors sends you to the Shadow Realm, and your stepmother and stepsisters are trying to kill you because they want to get your crown because you're the only heir to the throne, and since your mother died and your father is the king of Lemuria, you're promised to take the throne when your father dies. So obviously your stepmother and stepsisters want to kill you, so they get the crown when your father dies, which if you check the cutscenes is currently happening.
Fortunately for us, before dying, our mother, the Queen of Light, casted a spell on us to protect us from harms from the same harm that killed her, and it looks like this harm was coming from her stepmother.
Game of Thrones all over again. I think I'm seeing something on the screen. Maybe Fred can come from that.
Yeah, we just got to $500
Oh yeah.
Yes.
with a donation from Simon Says No and Viscava. $20. No comments, but thank you.
Thank you very much. 500 hype.
Hype. So you might have seen a new character on screen.
The story is so sad that we hear a baby crying in the background.
Yeah, you maybe saw that masked character, big dude, in the scene before. That's gonna be our new character. He's called Oengus, and he's really the best character in the game. Well, actually, probably in the speedrun, he's the best.
Well, probably because it's already level up compared to the others.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, but his skills are exactly what we need.
Oh, okay.
He
He's,
has a taunt skill where like all the enemies are gonna attack him, so we can cast all our spells with the spellcasters, and they're not gonna get interrupted. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, track the enemy's attack, so
Mhm.
you have like quite some peace to do your own thing in the meantime.
Exactly.
Okay.
And he's on a redemption arc because he was a jailer or a guard for Umbra, the evil queen.
That's
But
very
because
furry.
he heard Aurora play the song, remembered, hey, actually, I'm a good guy. I'm gonna help you.
Alignment change.
Hey, I just
I needed-
remembered. I'm a good guy. Yeah.
I needed that song. Exactly that one.
Because
So-
the song that he was listening just before was "I'm the bad guy."
So right now we only have Oingus and Aurora in our party. The other one were jailed in another room, and we need to do a side quest to save them.
I'm gonna save them right now. You're gonna notice that Finn is not here.
So normally Finn's supposed to be in one of those cages, but since we did the glitch, the game doesn't acknowledge he's in our party, which he is.
You mean the glitch in the well, or?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So we get Rubella and Robert back. We don't get Finn back because he's already.
He never left.
Yeah, he went. Screw that. I'm going home.
Right, so this is a little light puzzle again. You have to
Cogs.
you have to cogs your way in.
The incredible machine all over again.
And we can take a moment to listen to the awesome music.
Oh yeah.
So this guy Oingus, he also has a side quest that we're gonna skip. Well, we're gonna do it, but we're gonna skip it. You'll understand it.
You're gonna have to explain that one because right now it seems pretty strange to me.
So he's gonna leave the party and he says, "Enter the prison with me if you wanna do my side quest." And you're like, "All right, I want to do it." So he joins the party.
I want to do it, but nah.
I'm gonna trick him. So I'm leaving the prison, and by leaving the prison, he's like, "Oh well, yeah,
I'm gonna trick him. I'm just gonna go out.
I'm leaving the party then." All right, so all right.
He's pretty
I'm
gullible.
gonna go about here and we're gonna close the game.
Oh, okay. Well.
Don't
game's over.
worry about it.
Don't worry about it. And
Where's the game?
hopefully, he's gonna change his mind and come back in the party.
If not, well, that's bad.
Yeah, it is because I want him in my party.
Yeah.
You know that person you want to invite to your party and it's like he's not coming. If he's not coming, you're like, well,
Yeah,
I'm
like
not-
last
I'm not-
time I invite you to my party.
I'm not sure I want to do this then.
Yeah, he doesn't answer. Did he knows this? I invite you to my party and you didn't come.
Sorry.
Very rude.
Yeah, pretty
Rude.
I think it's because he's lost the menu.
All right, so I'm gonna give some HP Stardust to. So this guy's gonna be our tank, so I'm gonna give every defensive Stardust to this guy. And Dodge Stardust, yeah. And the Speed Stardust is going to Aurora. All right.
So I believe normally we wouldn't have those, but since you took unnecessary chest, we have some Stardust we wouldn't normally have.
Excuse me. What?
Normally you don't get that much Stardust, strength and speed.
Yeah, but well, I got more than the actual route takes because of safety.
Right, so-
If that's what was your question.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got a little bit more.
So coming up is first of the 3 dragons fight with our stepsisters. So turns out they weren't really ladies; they're just weird shadow dragons. Well, this one is. You're gonna see the other ones later in the run. So this one you don't want to interrupt because if you do, she will heal all of her friends and negate all you did, so you don't want that.
Heals for 9% of their maximum HP.
Oh,
So I'm gonna use Hinder Hull. It's gonna be a slowing attack.
critical hit on the boss as well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't need to heal actually right now, so I'm gonna do it anyways. Just a small healing tonic.
So strategy for this fight is taunting with Oengus. Taunt lasts for 3 turns, so 1, 2, taunt again.
Actually, I leveled up. I leveled him up, and it's 4 turns. So it's gonna make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, you can still do other things, and you don't have to bother to.
And while
Restart
he's
the top.
taking all the damage, Finn, or no, right now it's Aurora.
Yeah, Finn is not there. Don't forget he went home.
No, he's there.
Finn is there. He's there.
cast- he's there. He casted invisibility on himself, and you didn't get jailed. He was right next to Aurora, and you didn't see it.
Finn is a sneaky guy.
I'd also like to thank GWR Harding for a $5 donation.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hardy.
Comment is $5.
$5. $5.
And the laughter, I can see he's laughing as well.
Yeah, the
Because
laughter is an exclamation mark.
All right. So unfortunately, I interrupted the bus, so just gonna roll with the punches.
It's really hard to manage this ATP bar with everything that's happening. You have to see where both of your characters are, which enemy is going next, which one is the boss, when to slow him, when to not. But right now it's going pretty good, I'd say. Oengus is taking all of the damage, and he's just getting healed. He's just gonna heal himself every time. While
it's kind of wash, rinse, and repeat with the taunt.
exactly. This fight is really rinse and repeat. You taunt with Oengus, Starlight Hall with Aurora, while trying not to interrupt the enemies. You can also see by the animation of the ghost that one's close to death and the other is not. And the reason is simple. It's because they don't have the same HP.
Oh, okay, they look the same, but it's not quite the same
Exactly.
stats.
Yeah.
Only
So,
the HP or the stats in general are different?
I wouldn't know, but I know that the one on the right is always gonna die first, except if you get a
paralyzed.
crit.
Oh.
Unless you get a crit.
Actually, I might die here.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
it's close.
Okay.
So that was a close one, and
Oh.
one of the reason why is because we saw him do Wheel of Death, which is one of the attacks you don't want to see.
Yeah, of course, we saw it. So
Reason is Wheel of Death is an AoE, so Oengus Taunt doesn't negate these AoE.
and it's coming close. Still up, but
You know what? I'm just gonna play it safe.
Better be safe than sorry.
And why we all here, I just want to, if you don't mind, I want to plug the fact that after this round of Child of Light, we have Master Fred, that you heard the voice while donation, that will run Pokemon Gold Silver. We have GW Harding who's gonna run Resident Evil Remaster. And we have
Myself.
Savage Sasquatch, sorry, that will run Resident Evil 7. That's our next rounds for tonight.
Those are all runs you don't want to miss.
Of course, like everyone.
Yeah, all of them. Stay
Stay
up
up
for.
for 72 hours or no, not 72,
Actually, it's 48. I
48 hours. Yeah.
Got paralyzed.
Oh,
It ate the taunt. Oh no.
and the return on the revive. Yeah, why not?
Alright, I'm gonna revive again. Still get 2. fine.
Hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully they don't attack her.
Oh, come on. Critical hit.
So
Yeah, critical hit puts a percentage increase on top of that.
so we might just have to take a loss here.
Yeah,
And,
I think I will. Maybe not.
Do the fight from the beginning, so we can save on those potions and revive.
Well, Shoku won't give up that easily. He's gonna fight to the end. Or he's gonna flee.
well,
yeah,
since he
I
used
think
those,
I'm just gonna start again
Huh?
because
oh no, the game crashed. Oh my god, what happened?
What a coincidence.
so since he used all of his revive and potions, if he were to
yeah, I
flee,
still had to heal him back and then revive Aurora and then Towns. I probably would have that anyways.
Yeah, we were talking about wash, rinse, and repeat. You were kind of the pattern, but for the enemies on advantage. So was like coming back that the enemy was killing you. You had to revive him. You had to heal
Exactly.
yourself. Your characters died again, and yeah.
exactly. So if you do a strats well and get good RNG, fights is a rinse and repeat. But as you saw, the tides can turn pretty easily if one mistakes happen, or simply if we get too many Wheel of Death attacks, which I believe was what happened and
Exactly,
caused
yeah.
that tragedy.
And we got another $5 donation from Kaishi saying, did I just hear $5? Here's another $5.
Thank you, Kaishi.
Thanks, man.
NoReset War can be here this weekend, I believe. Unfortunately.
If you guys want to start $5 trains, we'd welcome that.
Yeah.
We sure do.
If we got like 1,000 times $5, it's only $5,000. So it's not that bad. We just need 1,000 people give $5. Quite easy.
Yeah, quite easy.
Not as easy as that fight, however, but no, that fight is.
All the fights from this point on are kind of hard. We're in the last part of the game, so that's kind of normal. But hopefully, we can manage. And by we, I mean Shoku.
Yeah, of course. Does it become easier once that the ghosts are down, or?
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
every fight gets easier when you kill the ads.
Well,
Just getting there.
Because sometimes in RPGs, when you kill the little ones, the big one becomes like
Yeah, like
fury, and it
like
destroys.
that one boss fight in Darkest Dungeon who wiped all my party because I killed his Wilbur friend or something.
Yeah, it's minions. So. Well, if your tank is slowed down, it means that won't you the turn can last longer, right?
Not exactly.
No? Okay.
And the thing is, we want Oengus to defend, I think. So he taunts, he defends, and he heals himself.
Yeah, but if you slow down, the turn stays there for longer, and the defense stays there for longer. No, I'm seeing too much into it.
No,
think
you're right. You're right.
So it's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, it is. Also, oh yeah, good thing I healed. Kind of proud of myself right now.
Interrupted.
Yeah.
Oh, he healed. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so he just heals them, but one or two heals can make the fight last for one or two more turns, which
Yeah.
can be enough to.
He healed like 60%, more or less.
No,
Well,
it's 9%.
said it's 9%.
9%.
9% is not that much, but if you
Oh,
calculate that it's
yeah.
9% on every enemies, that adds up
Yeah,
really.
I was comparing with the attack and not yeah, okay.
So yeah, if you make the addition, it's 27% healed in one attack, and that's a lot.
Well, good thing is both ghosts are filling down right now.
Yes, I believe one more attack should do it on the small ghost, but the bigger one is gonna need more unless you get a lucky crit. Sadly, Aura is out of mana, so he's
Gonna take a turn, yeah.
But Oengus is doing a real good job at taunting these enemies.
Oh, and just like the beef.
Not exactly.
No?
But you can beef with Oengus.
Oh, nice one. That will make Mooney proud. He's proud.
All right, we got some donations. We got Tweak saying $5 trains. Please go.
Choo-choo.
Then JWR Harding says $5 times 2 equals $5. $5 times 1,000 equals $5.
Yeah,
And Temporal saying choo choo.
here we go.
Keep
That
the train
train.
going.
And speaking of train, I don't know why I'm doing that transition, but one of the ghosts is dead right now. So it's gonna help on the HP, that's for sure. The other one just went out.
Yeah.
And at a good time because since he died, we didn't get the interrupt to buff his HP.
Oh, paralyzed, however. Is it still taunt if he's paralyzed or?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So the taunt lasts forever. As long as it's paralyzed, at least.
Yeah.
At this point, it doesn't really matter if you interrupt the boss since he's alone, and
Yeah, it's gonna-
mainly because
He's gonna heal, but you're gonna attack stronger than what he
exactly,
heals.
and also you're you're doing physical damage, so you don't need that much mana. Also, there's a chance you kill him, and if you kill him while interrupting him, he won't get the interrupt heal, so he's just gonna die.
So, slow down, Robert.
Yeah.
Shoku's though is going for the grease strat, and he's not taunting with Wingus right now. But,
There we go.
Finally.
Yeah, it's the second first try.
Second first try.
That's a good job.
that counts as first, right?
Always.
Second first try. That's a first try in my book.
So we are at 1 hour 21 minutes right now. I think we're gonna estimate.
We are. 'Cause,
So
I gave it more than needed.
Yeah. When I submit something, I always give 45 minutes more than what I expected to do now.
So Aurora just went to magical girl transformation,
Teenager.
getting that that moon, I guess, from her sister.
Yeah, Cornelia. gets
She
moved.
already had one. She had the star from her mother. Now she has the moon, and she needs the last.
She
piece.
needs the sun.
So she went from pretty girl to taking names girl.
Exactly.
Okay. That's violent.
And we got another donation.
Music.
This
No.
Get us on track, man.
Okay.
Tweak gives again another $10. $5 times 2 equals 10. Get it right.
Quick mats.
Quick maths.
Can we start a $10 train now?
Well, if two people donate at the same time, does it
Yeah, on
count
the-
as?
On the same frame?
It's a train highway. There's two tracks.
Either way, we're happy to get all of your donations.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for your kind generosity. Let's go to Répit Saint-Louis, and we are helping them to at least be open for the second half of December because they need money to be able to keep it up for the holiday period. So thank you very much for your kind donation, everyone. It's very appreciated.
So right now we're gonna meet the last character, I think, which is Jen.
So-
But we won't do her side quest, so she won't come into our party.
Yeah.
That's the fish I was telling you about the other day. The old guy looks like a fish.
Oh, okay.
He's actually the grandfather of Jen, so it's kind of strange that in the same family they go from being orc kind looking, orcish looking to fish looking. I
Telling you it's a crocodile.
Well, doesn't make more sense because
So we unlocked the second part of the skill tree for everyone since we're now teenagers. Makes sense.
so we just went from shoujo to I don't remember the name.
Shonen.
Exactly, thank you.
As simple as that.
So yeah, that's what happened.
And we got more donations coming.
Here we go.
Tweak again. Merci beaucoup, Tweak, de ta générosité. $20 train now go with a $20 donation. And then JWR Harding. Blasphemy. $5 is $5 no matter how many times you multiply it. Thank you, JWR Harding.
So right now we have another light puzzles. We can normally you have to take those all the way down, but it saves quite a bit of time to.
Do not do it.
Yeah.
The last one is quite interesting because we won't get to see where the light is going, so it's just a matter of remembering.
A light of fate. Up. Oh, come on.
So it's a little bit finicky, but
Come on, bro.
once you get
Go
it-
away.
we
Where is
should
it?
get
Did you
that
get it?
sound. We
Yeah?
should get that sound
Oh.
cue if he gets it.
It's about right here. Hello? I think I was too. It's right here. Alright, here we go.
There we go.
So coming up is another giant fight, and he's gonna tell us about some gnomes he hates, which normally, if we did the side quest, we'd know, but since we don't want to spoil you once again,
It's gonna be Finn! He shook the screen.
yep.
Well, I suppose he's harder than the one we met at the beginning of
Yeah,
the game.
he's way harder, but that's not one of the hard fight of this game. You can see he's accompanied by some wolves or hyenas that are way stronger than the one we had earlier, but
So
we
I'm
just
gonna,
want to
I'm gonna split
slow-
it down and then go to Finn.
So yeah, for this boss fight, you just want to slow the giant and kill the ads once again.
When I saw him rotate his weapon when he was gathering strength, it reminded me of Simon Belmont when you, you know, when you do that little trick thing in Castlevania. We gathered a bit of mana, of course.
So yeah, not much to explain to this point.
Yeah, this one's pretty much straightforward.
All the fights are pretty straightforward. I don't know if there's a.
It's too bad.
Well, the difference often is in the buff or debuff that they can get or give. So in that case, it's pretty much only well.
Also, there's some attack you don't want the boss doing, like this one you just did with the setback. But it's not that bad.
But in this case, there's no healing, there's no speed buff or debuff or paralyze, so it makes it quite easier than, for example, the previous one or the the other one before.
If you're
or-
talking about the Cordelia fight, yeah.
Yeah. Well, even the previous one was a bit harder with the, but the one he, oh wait, no, the same fight. Okay, I'm confusing. He did it twice. That's why.
Are you okay, Ben?
Yeah, I need.
So let Tweak interrupt again, Kappa. He's giving it another $5, and again, and again, and again. So thank you, Tweak, for the two $5 donations.
See,
He's doing the train on all his own.
that was my transition. It led to that message. So.
That's a lot of $5.
I'd buy that for $1.
He's crying. Looks like he's crying right now.
No, he's hiding.
Yeah.
He's hiding his eyes from
From the light.
our blue friend.
For little light buddy.
Blue companion.
Yep.
I think he's half dabbing.
He's half dabbing.
Oh, he doesn't dab anymore. That's for sure.
He's dad.
Yo.
That one hurt.
Yeah. my brain can squeeze in my head.
Big ouch. What about the little girl? We don't care. Let's go.
Yeah. Why will we?
So we need to get the sun from underwater.
Walking in the sunshine. Whoa.
Going to the lowest of the low.
Oh, not the right place for that. Well, under the sea.
Come on, Robert.
Yeah. Mice don't like water. Huh?
Is that it?
On that platform, we must be careful because there's some electricity going on through the kind of crystal tube. We must avoid it, of course,
At all costs.
at all costs.
So we're coming up on the Leviathan fights, which is a boss you can interrupt.
Oh yeah.
And
Are we gonna do it? Oh yeah.
That's what I would.
But is it only is it his particularity, or is there something else that make the fight more difficult then?
Well, the fight's kind of difficult, but since we have Oingus that's resistant to water
Oh,
I'm gonna make him resistant to water.
by using Oculi.
Yeah.
So yeah, since Oingus is our taunt guy, and he's gonna be resistant to water, well, the fight's kind of easier. And I think this boss simply does not counter if you.
Yeah, it doesn't have
interrupt.
a counter attack when you.
so you have pretty much to check for the big attack that every boss have.
Yeah, but we're just gonna interrupt him. Leviathan's I would say it's probably the easiest fight in the last part of the game. Need to wait a bit to get this chest, because he's talking. All right, so we get a lot of temple onyxes.
And we know him well. Is almost in every RPG. There's a Leviathan somewhere in every RPG. So
It's just a classical. You
yeah,
And meanwhile, we got even more donations.
sure.
Tweak again, saying he was crying because he disliked the $5. So here's another 10. Du sucre, s'il vous plaît. $5 with Let's Go les expos cette année. Yeah, we sure hope so.
Yeah.
And Tweak again, another $10. Sebastien was the crab in the Little Mermaid. I heard Under the Sea, so that's my jam. I'm Sebastien. 10. Thanks.
What's going on?
Merci beaucoup, Tweak.
Thank you, everyone. Well, we are almost at 600. I mean, I'm sure we will, with all that train going down, I'm sure we can reach 1,000 before even Shoku finishes his run. I'm sure.
Still has about 3 fights to do before the end of the run. So,
Well, so hurry up, people! We have to reach 1,000.
Yeah. You gotta hurry up.
It's no reset. We don't have time to wait. We must speed everything.
So right now we're just taunting and hindering with Robert, which will make fight easier for us since they don't really have ways to get their speed back up.
Enter? Alright.
And paralyze on top of that.
Alright. Give me the knock. I am the one who knocks.
We must not say knock knock or we're gonna see Mumuni coming here with a sad pun. Stay there. Don't come over here.
Don't come.
No, stay there. No! Bad Mooney! Bad Mooney!
Oops. I use a magic potion. That's not what I was.
What was that? He's drowning in the water right now.
I think he's having some problem with breathing because he's underwater.
Yeah.
Are those Murlocs?
Hey, I got a duel.
Damn, it entered me. It's too bad.
That was a very good Murloc. And we also got another $5 donation. I'll let you guess who's it's coming from.
Big
yeah,
badge.
Tweak. Make it 600 flat. So we just got $600.
Yeah!
So next time, tweak 400 in one shot.
No pressure though.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Anyway, GWR, I think we give 200, so. Yeah, so somehow he doesn't believe me.
I don't understand why though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it slows anymore.
But seriously, thank you everyone for your donation. That's going up fast. That's what we want because Répit say we really need that money. So thank you very much.
This guy is vulnerable to lightning, so I'm doing a lot of damage on him.
Yeah, 600. Well, almost 600 is amazing, and that's why we use Finn.
I saw a 555 attack. Is it like two skatemen and a half?
Yeah, 2 skatemen and a half. Yeah. That's what it's called.
Another 2 skatemen and a half.
And we got another player jumping in on the $5 train.
Oh.
Artesar with the Saint-Pièce.
The Saint-Pièce.
Saint-Pièce.
That's free money.
And Ben, Tweak is asking you if you want him to eat a craft dinner for Christmas
critical
dinner.
hit.
Hey, I don't care.
Well, craft dinner is good. Yeah,
Yeah.
eat craft dinner. And you just have to give 395, so you get 2 more boxes right there.
Alright, so I'm gonna do some leveling.
Yeah, he beat Leviathan.
Yeah, it is that.
Yeah.
You got a crit.
I'm sorry, I was trying to get more donation. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
You got a crit on the last attack, which I believe made the fast one turn faster.
Yeah, probably it probably got a little bit faster. All right, so here's one last light puzzle, which we're supposed to follow the phases of the moon. Hello.
And 2 bosses left, if I recall.
Yeah.
Yep. We only have Nora. Nox.
The Nox
better
fight,
known
and then,
as Nora.
and then Umbra.
Those 2 fights are back to back, and they are really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
No such things as easy fights.
Shoku's gonna handle that like a master.
Fully.
No, hopefully you're gonna handle it like a master.
All right, I'm gonna do it then.
So just before that fight, we're gonna have another little platforming section, and a meeting with our stepsister.
Yeah, this time I actually have to be careful about taking damage because the next section is filled with gas. I lose health over time, and I don't want Aura to die, so
And you can't protect yourself from that gas, or?
no.
Okay.
I just need to be quick.
Well, in Metal Gear, you can use the gas mask.
Does this game look like Metal Gear?
Well, you don't have a bazooka or a missile launcher, but
We have Starlight and Monsoon though.
yeah, that is close to a grenade and. Okay, shut up then.
Oh my stars, Aurora! That's my Nux impersonation.
So she's just gonna flee.
Yeah, she
try
fills the
to-
room with gas and then locks it behind
Yeah,
her.
with the way she took off, I wonder where that gas is coming from.
We're not going to.
Yeah, we're not gonna speculate on that.
I think I'm choking on the poison too.
Yeah.
So he has to open those two doors, but he doesn't need to open them.
Yeah, I don't need to open
Completely.
fully. Only 2 cranks are enough out of 3.
And it's going down to 3 damage per shot. That
Yeah, it's not that much, but it adds
It's a
up.
bit annoying. There's another
Yeah, well-
spike section after that, so I have to watch out.
And
can go
it's a,
fast. 3.
it's a really hard spike section because it moves
It's- yeah,
as
it's
you
moving.
move.
Okay.
You'll see.
And the gas is following, or is it?
No,
not?
it stops
Okay.
here.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Fortunately for us, it's always the same pattern, so Shoku knows it and can moves around.
It's like a Mega Man fall down with spikes, but going upward.
Alright, let's go.
And coming up is the second dragon fight, because
For the sun.
Doesn't look like a dragon.
well,
No.
it's a sea dragon.
Well, it looks like a kraken.
Exactly, sea dragon.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing.
Pretty sure it's the same thing. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, I know. Well,
So-
at least another water battle, so
So I can interrupt this boss too. It's just he counters by being unstoppable, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna throw also unstoppable elixir all, so we don't get interrupted. I'm just gonna slow this one down, so hopefully.
okay, each tentacle is a part.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
damn.
this boss doesn't have ads like the other one. He has tentacles instead.
So you can blind a tentacle. That's weird.
Yeah, you
Don't
can.
question it.
Yeah, you know what happens when you think too much.
Yeah, my head just exploded.
I'm gonna heal this this big boy.
Yeah, we really don't want him to die.
I meant to ask it earlier, but does the position on?
No, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Okay. Because it seems like Robert is front row and. But well, okay. it doesn't
No,
change.
it doesn't change their attack order, and if you were to switch from one character to another, what's interesting is you would appear on the bar and not lose your turn
Okay.
for that turn. So you'd appear right at the beginning of the cast animation.
So we got another $5 donation from Mart SR.
Oh,
Saying,
thanks.
Tweak, ça fait trop longtemps que t'as donné. Ah ouais!
Ah ouais!
There we go.
Ah ouais, à maison!
So pretty much the only thing we have to look for in this fight is Nox gathering strength because when she does in the second phase, she prepares a really slow attack.
Oh no,
that-
you killed the arms.
Yeah, so as I was saying,
Sorry.
we're coming in the second phase. I was right on time. And in the second phase, she will prepare really slow attack. That's
She's already doing it, by the way.
that's a one shot, basically. So you can see her bar is gonna progress really, really slow. And in the meantime, Shokushu is just gonna try to finish.
Is it a round over time, or I mean, can you beat it before?
Yeah, that's what we want
Okay.
to do. We want to beat the boss before it reaches that one-shot point.
But if it attacks, it's over, or I mean, we are on the level,
I might
so-
be able to survive it one character,
okay,
but I really want to kill her before she does.
of course.
Yeah, and since Finn's doing so much damage, normally he should be able to.
Yeah, we got the big cannons over there to make as much damage as possible. Especially with lightning over water.
The water monster.
Yeah, water monster. So
I like those games where weakness are are easy to understand. I mean,
yeah,
Banshees, which are ghosts, are resistant to physical damage. It's normal.
it's not
and,
it's not like Pokemon that it becomes complicated because there are 2-3 kinds per Pokemon. And we got a Pokemon run right after this one. But
By
that's
the
the-
way,
Yeah, by the way, we got a bid war coming up. So as we're getting toward the end of this run, we gotta choose the name of the Totodile for the Pokemon Gold run. So keep the donations coming and check the incentives.
And don't vote for Mumuni.
Well, you can. He's actually in the lead right now.
Yeah, vote for anything else. And it's done. GG.
all right.
So this fight went really well.
Yeah, it did.
And you still have a bit of time for one or two, well, at least one attack. So you had some.
Yeah, it wasn't that close,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So right now, Umbra is gonna try to trick us, in going back to our father, but we can't be corrupted. So we're sadly gonna watch our father die, and after a cutscene, just go beat her up.
Yeah, but Aura's gonna die again.
Again,
Yeah.
how many times can you die?
Because
Well, ask Goku.
the crown she was wearing was which protected her from death. So now that she's got her crown stolen,
Well, it's actually because our dad died that she lost the crown.
mhm.
So sadly, she doesn't have that power. But
Well, it was her dad that we saw. Was
Yeah,
it her real
in
dad?
the-
Okay,
it's a real dad in the real world.
okay, okay.
We saw him
Through a
through the mirror.
window,
Through the
through a
mirror.
Okay.
So she dies. But if you remember the cutscene we had like 10 minutes ago, when her mother dies, she casts the spells on Aurora that if she were
Oh,
to die
Yeah, to
through the
protect
same
her.
means as her mother died, she would be revived to the altars of the god of Lemuria.
Je vais aussi faire le message en français. Donc, on a des incentives qu'on peut.
Des incitatifs.
Des incitatifs. Merci, Ben
Fais-le en
Chauffeur,
français comme du monde.
pour lesquels on peut donner. Et pour le prochain jeu, ben, on peut choisir le nom du Pokémon de départ. Donc, présentement, le nom de Momoni est en avance.
Boo.
Si vous n'êtes pas d'accord avec ça, ben, je vous invite à donner pour un des 4 autres choix qui sont disponibles. Donc, merci beaucoup et continuez à donner en grand nombre.
So while we're watching this cutscene, we're approaching the final boss of the game. This is probably the boss that is the most RNG dependent. So we're gonna want to ask people in chat to spam pray for no praise or bless RNG. Basically, the two little enemies with the bus have an ability called Prey, which is probably the best and most broken ability in the game. It's an AoE. It's gonna hit both my characters, and if it hits, it can set you back too. So it's kind of like an interrupt, but can interrupt you even if you're not in the last quarter of the bar. So it's very annoying, and if I get like 2 or 3, I'm probably just gonna die.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage. So all people in chat right now, pray for no prey. We need it.
You have a lot. Well, you have a strategy, but I mean, most of it's gonna have to be adapted to what's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, and the strategy can't be adapted to that prey attack. We just hope not to get it.
So Aurora still got the 3 pieces of the Triforce, and can now evolve to
Pikachu.
Hyrule champion.
Da-da-da-da.
Final form unlocked. Super Saiyan Aurora 3.
Ultra Instinct Aurora is coming.
And
But you won't see Ultra Instinct. It's part of the DLC.
Hey, it's still Ubisoft, so you know.
So you can see Aurora talking to Celine Dion right now.
yeah, of course, because that's pretty much the only woman
It's
we know
actually
in
not
Canada.
Aurora, it's France d'Amour.
Oh. and I know I can fly. I know I can be in the sky. Let's remind that the music is composed by Cœur de Pirate, that is
Yep.
an artist here in Quebec. So, and the game has been made at Ubisoft Montreal, so it's something from here.
It's terroir.
Yeah, it's from the terroir. That fits in that English sentence very well.
So big surprise.
Oh.
She's also a dragon.
Oh my god, I so didn't see it coming. Color me surprise. Well, we never had a run of Color Me a Dinosaur.
Actually...
Actually.
Well, actually... Stoppable all. Alright, so I'm just gonna prep.
Well, somehow I'm gonna wish you good luck. I know it's late a bit, but for the RNG, I'm gonna wish you good luck.
But
Thanks.
cutting talon is the attack we want to see. Still deals a lot of damage. But
Sorry, which one?
cutting talons.
Okay, that's the one we want to avoid.
No, that's the one
Oh,
we want to see.
okay, sorry.
The other one is prey, and we don't want that.
Kind
Okay.
of low on...
And this fight you can't take risks, so
Oh,
that's
one
prey.
I didn't get interrupted though, because I took a potion for that. Yeah, he has a counter attack, but I don't really mind. I'm just gonna switch to oops, not flee.
Not that one. That's not a good strategy right now.
Actually, I'm just gonna do elevate damage.
Yeah, we can do that too.
I'm gonna play a little bit greedy right now because I'm expecting a lot of praise. I didn't get so good RNG, so
Oh,
big
So
crit.
we got a prey
well,
on
three critical hit?
Yeah, we got 2, and we got the
Two.
prey, but once again, the character Oengus didn't get interrupted, so that's what we want to see.
Oh, armor on one of the minions.
Still deals a lot of damage. We don't care about their armor.
Oh, I think one died.
Yeah, one's down. They can get revived too, but
Oh, okay. Like, okay. Well, one at a time, I guess.
yep.
And the other one is gone. Be scared. Critical hit as well.
So right now, fight's going pretty well. we just don't want Umbra to revive some of her little friend, and we should be gold.
For the purpose of the timer, is it right after this boss or?
No, it's when it fades to white. I'm gonna say the word, the
Okay.
T word.
We're gonna have some time before a timer comes.
Okay. So Fred's gonna get ready. So far, it seems to go well. No revive so far, at least. Critical hit coming one after the other. So
She's increasing her damage a lot, but since you mentioned it doesn't stack, it's not really
yeah, it's like
that
the
important.
previous attack, so it doesn't change much. It's more loss of turn for them.
Big dodge.
Oh,
And there we go.
yes. GG. The RNG was good on that one.
Yeah, I only got 2 praise. I didn't get no praise, but still, it was good.
Well, it could have been worse. So.
And it's coming in time.
1 hour, 54 minutes and 4 seconds. GG.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks to my beautiful and flavorful couch back there. Benchel Sly and Savage Sasquatch was gonna be running later tonight.
Yep, we have a good block tonight. After that run, we have Master Fred with Pokemon Gold Silver. We have GWR Harding with Resident Evil Remastered, and we have Savage Sasquatch with Resident Evil 7. And the rest I don't remember, but I will tell you shortly later.
So since I'm 6 minutes underestimate, I will be playing the credit songs for like a minute. Because we actually hear Cœur de Pirate sing, and some people don't like it, but I like it very much. So it's a really cool song. So I'm gonna prepare for the setup of the next game. It's gonna be Master Fred's playing Pokemon.
Well, we're gonna leave that song.
Mhm. And well, I'll leave that to you. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to all donators already at 600. And stay with us. Donate more. Our goal is $30,000 actually. So,
well, we're
keep donating.
close. We're close.
We're close.
Only a few donations.
We're up to our good starts.
Yeah.
For sure. So thanks for watching, and keep watching the whole weekend. It's gonna be a great marathon. Thanks.
Well, thank you very much, Shokushu. So don't miss up next with the Master Fred that's gonna run Pokemon Gold Silver. I don't know, did we close the incentive or is it still open? Still open for now. So if you want to choose the name of the Totodile, you can still give for now, and we will decide soon what will be the name depending on your donation. So
This is
stay
the last
tuned.
stretch.
Stay tuned. We're coming back soon for Pokemon Gold Silver.
Time stood still for a while. Your hand was all